Okay, I had to add this line here to the pattern. I hadn't taken that off the base. That's the curl up there in the front where it's going to go against the toe kicker on the Jeep. So what I've done here is I did my lines, and then I just took this, I don't know it's called silver streak pen, which seems to mark on it pretty well, and that's what I've used to kind of I'm just putting a little X because they seem to line up pretty well. And then, so that's my toe. And then over here, let's see where these are kind of straightish. And a little bit right there. And then the outside, right here. That one there is pretty straight. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find that one and this one. And I'm going to go from here to there because that seems to be pretty straight. This one here has a little bit of kick to it, a little bit of funny, I can get it, most of it. But there's a little bit of a turn here on the original piece that I have to kind of compensate for. So, and it straightens out at different stuff. So it's a little, kind of a little weird, but you gotta follow the bend. I may take that out when I'm actually doing the bending. I don't know, I'll see how that goes. This line here is the outside dimension, and that's where I'll plasma cut that. Okay, so let me move these up here. And come down. I'm going to roll this over this way. I'm kind of trying to follow these. Now, this one here goes. All I'm doing here is I'm just finding the dots. I'm marking them. You can do it by, you can find them, but you can see a lot of them, and some of them you have to find by finger. If you catch the light just right, I got a pretty bright light. If you catch that just right, you can see where they are. Actually, that's not good there. What I do like about that silver streak is it erases quick. Okay. Here. Sure, this is boring as heck, but that's okay. It's giving me something to do in my spare time. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. Oops. And over here, we have so much easier if you just have another one. So here we've got this one here, I know is pretty. That's that bend. And here And then here we've got be bent, and then this is a little bit of a mystery the way it has to go, but it's basically like that. And this here gotta kind of weave this together. Okay, this line here, I've got to have an imaginary line going across so that I know where to bend right here. Here, where I gotta go. Okay, so it gives me my fold out, my pattern, and I'd never done this before. It's the first time I've ever tried it, but I watched the guy doing it, and I've made patterns for smaller things, but nothing like this. Anyway, so I'm going to take and I'll cut this notch out and some of this with the saber saw, and I'll probably use a plasma cutter for some of it. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm going to do. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, my YouTube friends, here we're back to the second part of my pattern. What I'm doing here is I'm going to, I'm laying this out to and as you can see, I've got the magnets in, and what I'm working on is I'm just spreading this, trying to keep it tight. And I want the pattern to be just as tight as I can make it. If you put the magnet down and move it out, it kind of does the trick. Okay, I got a lot more magnets, but I'm not going to worry about them for right now. And what I'm doing is I've got this spring-loaded center punch, and I am right now just punching, following this line, and I'm putting holes, and I've started over here already and done some of them. And I need to make sure that I'm following pretty good. This is the line, the outside line. Going to be my cut line. And these straighter stretches, I can kind of spread them out a little. Okay, and then this line, this is approximately where my bend is going to be coming up. And I say approximately because once I bend that initial edge over there, that's going to be sort of mimicking the factory edge. This may have to be adjusted slightly, but the only consequence moving this line will have would be that I might have a little extra overlap. And then that's just the bend there. This is the original outside. And then the bend here actually is going to go about a ½ inch from here. I need to measure that because I did not. I don't have that width, so I come back over here, and here I need kind of do a couple of kind of marks to tell me what I'm doing. So as I get this kind of okay, so that's how I'm going to do that. Now, when I move, okay, they're not, I mean, they don't just jump out at you, but you can see them. And you know, you've got to, what I'll have to do is I'll leave it attached and I'll start drawing my lines. And this is hot rolled, so it's just a little bit more, you know, it doesn't poke quite as easy as the cold roll would, but that's okay. That's what I had, that's what they had. So you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Anyway, that's it for laying out the pattern. Now I'm going to take some, I've got some really fine welding marking stuff that I'm going to use to kind of get this laid out.